So how you doing, boss buddies? Now over the weekend I got a full wearing in of Eau Duelle by Dyptique, so I'm going to be back in a second with my full review. So welcome back, boss buddies. Now, as I said, over the weekend I got a full wearing of Eau Duelle, or Duelle, however you want to pronounce it, by Dyptique. This was quite a nice one. It's a nice vanilla-y scent. As some of you may know if you watch my channel regularly, I am a big fan of vanilla scents. However, this one I didn't find quite as good as certain others that I've tried very recently. The Atelier Cologne Vanilla Intensi, which I tried about last week sometime, and also Memoirs of a Trespasser by Imaginary Authors, which I've worn in the last sort of month or so. I found those were to be much better ones and sort of a bit more depth to them. This one I didn't find to be quite as masculine. I know some people said on Instagram that this is a big favourite of theirs. To me, I never really sort of found that sweet spot that I was really looking for with this one. It did come on. I found it quite feminine to begin with when I first sprayed it on. I mean, has got a lovely opening. You definitely get the cardamom, the pink pepper out the top notes when you first spray it, and then it sort of dies down to sort of, I'd say, like a kind of floral vanilla scent. To me, it wasn't quite as masculine enough. I know some of you are gonna sort of disagree with that, but that's the way that I felt it smelled on me. It never sort of really hit that sweet spot that I was looking for, as I said. The longevity of this one, though, the longevity was pretty good. I wasn't feeling my best when I wore this, which was on Saturday, and I went to the gym. I had a sort of a good leg workout, but I think I was sort of fighting a fever or something like that, so I was sweating quite a lot while I was there, and it did manage to get its way through that. Normally, if I'm sweating fairly heavily, I'm normally going to sweat that scent off and it's all gone. However, this one, it did seem to last and it got me through that. So I was much happier with the longevity of this one than I was with Tamdale. I mean, this one's the Eau de Parfum version as well, which is the little tester that I picked up in the Dyptique store when I was in Miami. Like I said, this one did have good longevity, much better than Tamdale Eau de Toilette, which I tried a couple of weeks ago. Projection of this one, not huge. I mean, most vanilla scents don't have a massive projection, but you can normally smell them. They are still quite strong. This one, I'd say you're probably looking around 2 to 3 feet, definitely for the first few hours. Then I found it did sort of weaken a little bit after that. I couldn't smell it quite strongly, but that could have been as well where I wasn't feeling so great and I was sweating quite heavily while I was in the gym. So, I mean, overall, it's definitely worth checking out. Like I say, for a vanilla one, for me, it didn't quite hit the masculine spot that I was looking for, but that's not to say that it won't do for you. Quite a lot of guys on Instagram actually said that they like this one and they're a big fan of this one. So, I mean, obviously it does hit the masculine sweet spot for a lot of other guys. For me, it didn't sort of really carry that depth or anything like that that I've got used to with like the Vanilla Intense, as I said, and also Memoirs of a Trespasser. I like my vanilla fragrances to be a lot, for want of a better word, darker. I like them to sort of, I really love Memoirs of a Trespasser. I really love like the myrrh that's in there, and with the Atelier Cologne as well. It was a much sort of darker vanilla, a much richer, I guess, as well, much richer vanilla scent, and I really did like those two. This one, it was just an average vanilla scent for me. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that's the way I felt about this one. Like I say, I've smelt much nicer vanillas in the last sort of few weeks. So, I mean, that's the way I feel about this one. As usual, please like, comment and subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one, Eau Duelle. Let me know whether it works for you. I mean, like I said, for me it didn't really work. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one, because I'd love to hear whether you layer it with anything as well. So definitely do that. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. You can find me at Luxury Fragrance Boss. That way you can keep up to date with everything that I'm sort of wearing as my scent of the day, anything like that, and anything that I've got coming up for reviews. Other than that, stay smelling fantastic, and I'll see you very soon in my next review. Thank you very much for watching.